officials have to report to them on various issues. One of these big issues is busing. I've been able to get my city councilman, Kevin Riley, out to our school campus, and we walk through our campus and we check the temperature of every bus on the campus, 4 different sites, and identified a lot of issues. But through this advocacy, we've been able to build a relationship that helps other things. But one of the things we need them is to understand our issues, and that while maybe D75 or students with IEPs represents a small number of the entire DOE, it represents the largest portion of students that utilize busing service, and it represents 1/3 of the entire budget for the whole Department of Education, which is important because if we're spending 33% of the budget on less than 10% of the students, and all that money is going nowhere. I mean, everyone's getting paid, but nobody's using the services, right? Services not rendered paid. So if my kid doesn't go to school for this whole week, the parents still got paid for the 5 days, the bus still got paid for the 5 days, the teacher still got paid, the school still got paid, OPT still got paid, and the bus company still got paid. But the student never made it to school, and they were never educated. They never received related services. The related service providers still get paid. The pull-out teachers still get paid. The administrators still get paid. Everybody still gets paid, but the kid gets nothing. And then we have to fight for compensatory services, or have to fight for a different setting because our kid never got to go to school, so it's clearly not going to work.
Where you sometimes are relying on a school bus to get you to those services.
And then it's like, oh, hey, here's rideshare. Doesn't show up, cancels all the time, shows up late, calls after you already got your kid because your kid's so upset that you really can't do it anymore, and that's if you can afford it. So it's a lot of this back and forth revolving circle issues. I had a power outage on my campus the other day, and I still had to put my kid on the bus because we were already ready for school, and he was sitting outside and the power was there, and that would have been a nightmare. And that's the best case scenario. Sit down, go ahead. I don't want to interrupt life all day. It's all about y'all. So, he had to go because he was really angry. Imagine that situation 60,000 times on the first day of school. That there's going to be a lot of crisis cases. I have students that have gone into crisis that have burned their apartments down. My student has broken a window in my house, my steps, I'm stepping up the stairs. We have kids that are aggressive towards their parents. We're going to have parents that are going to be getting hurt. We're going to have 911 calls. There's going to be a lot of ripple effects, a lot of what happens when this doesn't work. We built all these systems so that it works for these students, and we built in multi-levels of systems to make sure that when this doesn't work, this works, and this works, and this works. Rideshare couldn't even get our kids to their regencies for the last 3 days, from the 15th to the 17th, because the parents had to go to the regency. It's not a full day. It's a half day. Sometimes you only have to take 1 test. So now parents have to lose days of school or decide that their kid is not going to take the regents in June, which now means that student has to take the test rather in August. Now they have to take it in January. And it's not fair to students that have been working towards this all year to have the opportunity to take the test over and to be able to pass by the time they graduate are not going to have those chances because we couldn't get them to school, even though we are 100% federally city and state mandated to do so. So call to action your legislators, especially your city council people. Get your friends on social media because they check Twitter.
Oh yeah.
They check Twitter, friends. So, and it's great, right? Everybody has a great robust communications department. Let's use them because the tax dollars pay for that too. So go on Twitter, go on your social media, tag all your legislators, your president, your public advocate, PIST, any of the advocates and we'll keep copying it, and we need to make this go viral because if not, we'll be going viral the first day of school, except we'll all be suffering, our kids will be crying, and it'll be a crisis, like actual crisis. We can wait to see when that happens, but like a lot of us that remember 2013, that wasn't cool. That was real stressful, and we just averted a UFT strike, because UFT was talking about striking last week. And the UFT contract, that 25% of their membership didn't approve. Our occupational therapists, our physical therapists, and our paraprofessionals of speech. So everybody that works for our students, when they finally get to school, kind of also didn't get a great deal. So we gotta fight at least that these buses, that we can get these buses, that we can get paid parity, that we can get the unions working, and those contracts. We're coming for those contracts in 2 years. And mayoral control. Mayoral control, yeah.
No one has to say what contracts are being passed.
Stop. We all make that.